It's considered the centerpiece of any celebration. That's right, I'm talking about the cake. Mandy Trandell has been on the island for almost 2 years and has been baking up a storm, whipping up amazing sweet concoctions. Ever since she had her kids, she's always wanted to get them awesome cakes, but being a military wife and being stationed overseas, she was tired of getting cakes at the commissary and wanted something a little bit more unique and original.
I didn't bake hardly ever. I'd rather cook, I guess, but I started trying to figure things out for my kids to do for cakes for their birthdays and wanted them to have a cool birthday cake rather than a flat sheet cake.
Initially, she started out like many of us, buying box cake, but when friends started approaching her to make cakes, Mandy said she'd feel horrible charging someone for cake made from a box.
I went and got some recipes from, friends or family and kind of tweaked stuff off of the internet and just kind of made it my own recipe and went from there.
A few friends turned into friends of friends, turned into complete strangers who have seen and tasted her work. Now, a year and a half later, Cakes by Mandy, It's Cakealicious, was born.
The reason why I got a business license, because I thought it was just going to be a word of mouth type of thing, maybe a cake here and a cake there. And before I knew it, within 2 weeks, I had the next month already booked up with like 5 cakes. And I was like, this is going to be something big. So I went and got my license just to make sure that it was legit and everybody knew that I was clean and, did all the proper, food etiquette and all this other stuff.
Now, Mandy is doing as many as 5 cakes a week, adorning cakes with everything from cartoon characters, NFL teams, wild zebra prints, and even flowers. All of it done by Mandy, who is self-taught.
Everything was all tutorials from the internet or just kind of like a trial by error type of thing. I found a recipe for marshmallow fondant. I tried that out, got it working really good in Japan. It came here and the humidity was horrible on it, but I was able to tweak it some and figure out what worked better for it for the humidity.
She offers vanilla, chocolate, lemon, and red velvet flavors, but she also carries specialty flavors such as chocolate peanut butter, strawberry, carrot cake, and even a cookie flavor, which is vanilla cake with bits of Oreos. As for what seems to be the trending flavor on island,
red velvet probably has to be the biggest right now. This island, I've never heard, I've heard of red velvet before I started cakes, but it wasn't a big thing, but when I got here, everybody was like, red velvet, and I was like, okay.
And being on Guam, there is never a shortage of parties and fiestas.
Hospitality that everybody gives me when I deliver the cake, come get some food. So there's been quite a few times that me and my husband get free dinner just for delivering a cake, which is amazing. It's so nice to feel so welcome to people I don't even know.
You can also find some of her treats at the newly opened eatery, Logan Farms Honey Glazed Hams and Market Cafe. She explains having a conversation with the owner and talking about getting the word out about his new restaurant on her Facebook page.
I was like, I'm sure I can, kick people in there and stuff, but I loved it. The food was phenomenal, so I know that, if I said something, everybody else would go in too, and he just was like, you do cakes? I need somebody for desserts. And
so the very next day, Mandy went back to the Market Cafe with cupcakes in tow, and before you know it, the very next Monday, the place was well stocked with her yummy cupcakes. Mandy says whether it be birthday cakes, which are a big seller, or wedding cakes, she's always up for the challenge. She admits that when she's stumped on a design or needs some inspiration, she turns to her husband or the TV show Cake Boss. So, if you have a big celebration coming up or you need a special cake made for someone special, Cakes by Mandy is your answer. For more information or to place an order, you can visit her webpage at www.itscakealicious.com. You can also find her on Facebook.